Choosing the right real estate agent as a homeowner.
Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to be here with you again. And today I wanted to go ahead and share a very important information, especially for homeowners, those that are thinking of selling their home. What should they consider when choosing a real estate agent? There are many key factors that you should take into consideration. And one of them is basically how knowledgeable is this realtor or real estate agent of the market? Are they familiar with the surroundings of the home that you want to sell? Have they been long enough in the industry to be able to help you during this whole transaction? Another key factor that I believe as a homeowner you should consider is, the personality of this agent. Is this agent outgoing? Is this agent charismatic, with a willing attitude, friendly? Believe it or not, there's many agents out there that do not enjoy what they do. They do it on a part-time basis. Some do it on a full-time basis. But, like in any other industry, we have very good professionals and then we have a lot of unprofessional people. And I've come across many listings in the MLS, which is a system that we share as agents, that, you see in the little broker remark says, do not call me, text. And I'm like, really? Aren't you a realtor? Aren't you supposed to receive calls? I believe you're in the wrong industry. But yes, you do find those type of agents. You also find these type of agents that they give you the runaround. They don't want to show your property because they want to try to go ahead and make the whole 6% commission. And guess what? They're putting you in a position of disadvantage because they're minimizing the exposure of your property. That's another thing. And also, the willing attitude. I mean, is this agent willing to try to help you reach your goals and your objectives as a seller? If the property is not priced correctly from the beginning, well, that means you're going to have less traffic coming in through your home. But obviously, as a seller, you're trying to squeeze out the maximum that you can out of the price of your home because it is your home. For many others out there, it's a house, but for you, it's your home. So in that case, is your agent willing to work on weekends and provide you with open houses and start testing the market or testing the waters to see, what changes need to be done during this process of selling your home? I mean, there's many, many things. Another factor, which I believe is one of the most important ones, is how knowledgeable are they of the real estate contract terms. Now, we are not attorneys. We cannot give you advice as an attorney, but we do have a due diligence that as agents and as licensed real estate agents, we must have knowledge of the contract to help you make a better decision when it comes to negotiating terms. And I'm going to cite a very quick example. In the contract, in the purchase contract, there is a clause called the finance contract where the buyer chooses the way they're going to purchase your home, the type of loan, if it's going to be cash, if it's going to be conventional, if it's going to be an FHA. And then there's a term there where they have a time frame of 45 days to provide a loan commitment through their lender. Now, what happens when that 45-day term comes along and, your agent doesn't receive that loan commitment? Well, guess what? It's a little concerning because that loan commitment basically is saying, the buyer is ready to close or is ready, has been pre-approved and could be subject to certain conditions. Now, are those conditions feasible to obtain, not feasible to obtain? It's going to give you an insight. Where are you positioned in this transaction at this certain time frame? So it happened to me. I'm currently representing a seller and the 45-day came along and it was 4 o'clock. We had not received it, but guess what? I used that as an advantage for my sellers because they needed an extra week to close. Okay, so at 4:45, I sent an email out because I knew there was no way they were going to go ahead and send me this document requesting that the date was due and that I needed the document. Obviously, I didn't hear back from the buyer's agent, and the next day I sent out an email with an extension to the contract. Now, what happens here? I'm putting my sellers in an advantage position. They needed that extra week. So now with this, I'm using this situation to our benefit, and I'm telling the buyer's agent, listen, if you guys want to continue within the contract, you need to sign this extension. What happens when that 45-day term comes along and you do not obtain this loan commitment? One, your sellers can cancel. You as a seller can cancel through your agent, send a cancellation notice. The finance clause will be automatically waived if both parties just continue the transaction. Or three, you can get an extension signed, from the buyer and you as a seller saying, okay, we're going to extend it for X amount of time until you clear these conditions out or until you get, totally approved by your lender. So just like this example, I can cite many others, but if you have a question, just please feel free to contact me. I'll be more than happy to help you. Definitely I believe that this is extremely important when it comes to choosing an agent, as well as, that they are working side by side with you to reach your goals. For example, if the property was not priced correctly from the beginning, but you were aware of that, most likely your agent is going to suggest you to start doing open houses, to start testing the waters and see what's the feedback of those potential buyers that are looking for a home in that area. And that's going to give you an insight. If 2-3 months come along and you have not received the first offer, well, guess what? Your property is not priced correctly. That means you need to start reconsidering or lowering a price or giving an incentive to move this property quickly. Well, I hope this information has been helpful for you. I'm very happy to be here again with all of you today. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My name, Alexandria Monge, just like it shows up here in the screen. My email, it's alexandriamonge@gmail.com, and my phone number 786-344-5411. Again, that is 786-344-5411. And as I always say, yes, I'm a realtor you can trust. Have a great day.